Hello, and welcome to your reading. I have myself a little bit more set up now, which is nice. And I'm hoping it'll help with the concentration, the focus, and the energies and stuff, because I do have a very distracted mind. But I digress. Let's see what is going on for him today. You have 4 that popped out there. Review. Let's see what this is. Oh, okay. We have the Very Naked Star, which is actually behind the moon. But you got all upright cards today, which is interesting. I've been getting a lot of cards in reverse lately. They just kind of pop out and they are as they are. But, so something's going to be happening very quickly. But it's something that was going to happen regardless if you wanted it to or not. I feel like it's going to bring back things into balance for you, but you don't see this coming. Because it happens very, very suddenly. It is conflict heavy, but it happens very fast. I'm actually shocked about how quickly this happens, but it happens in like a sequence of events. 1, 2, skip a few. I feel like it happens very, very quickly. It's going to come as a bit of a shock and it doesn't feel heavy, but it feels like someone or something, like, I don't know what you're going through right now, but I feel like there's some form of deception here, or trickery, that's causing this sudden sped up disruption and this conflict. But even though there's conflict and it's happening so sudden, like it catches you off guard, you're protected with the star. You can keep yourself in balance. This is something that feels like it's been a long time coming. It's maybe, it is shrouded in conflict. And I think this is almost like a warning. Like these cards are almost just warning you right now that something could be picking up very, very quickly. Here, let me actually move that so you can see everything. There, so you can see the whole desk. Or table, I guess. There. Yeah, this definitely catches you off guard, but you're protected. I feel that you have, like, oh my god, that's ridiculous. There was a movie called Bubble Boy. It's basically like your entire team is wrapped you in a big old bubble, and all these things are coming at you, and you're still going to feel them, don't get me wrong. This is going to catch you off guard. But you're protected from, like, at least the larger impact of what it could be. It definitely does lead to some conflict very quickly. Let's tell us about this 8 of Wands energy here. What's coming in so fast? What is this 8 of Wands that comes in so quickly for them? Okay, I don't need that much. I think this is like a sign of chaos. Maybe someone's throwing something at you to make you confused or to look away. maybe some form of deception is at hand. Like, it's obviously, this is a big disruption. It's coming out of the blue with knives and daggers. Here we go. They want to make it seem like it's worse than it is. You have the Ten of Swords, but it's in reverse. You're picking yourself back up, and you can actually fight in this conflict. You pick yourself up after being beaten down, or like, maybe not physically, but you felt this overwhelming sense of betrayal before, but now you're being able to pick yourself up, and this, whatever this conflict is, it wasn't, or this moon energy, this person, if there's a person behind this, I feel like there might be a person behind this conflict and this disruption that's trying to make you maybe unbalanced, remind you of your scars, of your fears, but instead you're blocking that out, you're picking yourself up, and you're actually on guard, ready to fight back. Can we see what this moon is about? Oh. Ooh. Oh, interesting. Okay. You... And, okay. This is definitely very, very unexpected. It's like you're given an opportunity to... Like, someone presents you with an unexpected opportunity to do something. And by do something, I mean do something so... Like, oh! Like, I can't find the word. The words are not coming to me. When I do this, I feel Italian. Sorry. Maybe you're Italian. I don't know. But when... when I see this, it's a very, things are happening. It's almost like an adventure, like a new chapter is opening up for you in a way. And that's what's unexpected about this, but it happened so quickly. I feel like I think this almost reaches you before everything starts to move so fast. I feel like someone could be trying to get ahead of you on something, but I feel like you get the upper hand, but the upper hand that you get is unexpected, but it keeps you balanced. It keeps you from falling into like false promises, or believing false promises, or falling into any traps. But this feels like a new chapter, a new adventure that is giving you like this gung-ho energy that you've been really needing. I could feel like maybe you were in a slump before this, and a lot of fear probably overtook you. Especially before this Ten of Swords was reversed, you had to go through this Ten of Swords energy to be able to pick yourself up, basically, and to see the sun. But things are going to be overwhelmingly busy, I think, in multiple aspects of your life. Like, this is just one main aspect, but I feel like this energy is so strong, it's going to affect other parts of your life as well, because this feels like a big deal. Okay. Can you tell me a bit more about this conflict? Oh, you got 5. Well, okay, this one's sort of on its own. These spread out actually very nicely. So I feel like this is belongs here. Let's look at that first. Yeah. This is leading you on a very nice path. So this is what you're protecting, is family. And it's through the Ten of Pentacles. I almost said the King of Pentacles. But this is through the Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like this has to do with, like with the family matter, financial, family, stability, and home. Those sorts of elements. And I feel like with this, like it's going to affect your home life. It's going to affect your family. I think whatever it is that this is, the suddenness and the conflict, you're having to deal with it, but I feel like you're cushioning everything else so it doesn't affect your family as much. You're almost taking like blow for blow, as your family is just, you know, they're fine. They're okay. I feel like there's going to be some better stability, and I feel like you getting this opportunity to get the upper hand really benefits you and your loved ones, whatever this situation is. All right, now what are this group? Oh yeah, wow. Oh, okay. So this has to do with possibly a previous connection. I believe it was romantic. You have the King of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So you have a whole stack of wands. You have a lot of wands. Oh my! I've never seen this many wands come out before. I've never in my life seen this many wands. But this is all very deeply emotional to you. This could be making your emotions rise to the surface a lot more. You could be feeling, maybe you feel yourself coming out of a stillness of sorts, and you feel yourself becoming overwhelmed with emotions. But this is being called for you to sort of stabilize those emotions. And you're allowed to feel. You're allowed to feel those emotions, but don't allow them to overburden you. I feel like that this... I feel like that this definitely has to do with... maybe not necessarily a previous relationship. There's definitely somebody else involved, but they're not revealing themselves at this time. But you do have somebody in your life now. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but you would describe this person as your other half. They're here to help shoulder the burden with you. They're here to take all of those troubles and those wants and build something out of it with you. They're here to stabilize you. This person might be usually very hasty in their decisions. They might not always think things through. They might not always understand completely, but like they seem like possibly a fixer-upper type of person, but they do it in a very hasty way, which doesn't always work sometimes. And you, on the other hand, have this really nice kind of sunny energy, and I feel like when you walk into a room, I feel like that you make the room kind of brighten up and glow. You just have like one of those smiles. I feel like you've been told, oh, you just have one of those sweet smiles. I hear almost like a granny saying something like that. But they're here to help you shoulder the burden, and to take all your burdens and to help you deal with them, and to help you see that you don't have to do this alone. They could have even offered you that hand to help pick you up from that Ten of Swords. Yeah. I feel like this is really, really interesting. This is coming together very interestingly. This is not what I had expected, but it's nice. Actually, you know what? How this is spread out is kind of looking like the Ace of Wands right now with the 2 sunflowers and the boop, the wand in the middle. A little phallic. Anyway, let's clarify. Can we have some clarification? What is this burden that they're shouldering? What is this burden? Can you tell me about that, please? Tell us about this burden. You're kind of waiting on something. It has to do with a past relationship, past things that are kind of dredged up and kind of followed you. You're waiting for those things to kind of pick up, and you feel very disappointed in whatever the situation is. It's like a parent or someone saying to someone immature, it's like, I am not angry, I'm just disappointed. It's like what you don't want to hear. I feel like you're just waiting for things to happen right now. You're on the watch. I feel like there might be not necessarily disappointment involved, but maybe you're disappointed that it came to this. That's sort of what I'm reading. Oh my goodness, another wand. Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be getting... You won't be waiting anymore because you're going to be getting a very sudden message, and that's going to kind of send this all on its course. You might already be carrying these burdens with this individual. I feel like that is more present, or if it's not, it's going to be happening very soon with this other half of yours. And I feel like this is all going to happen after you get some form of message. You're waiting to hear about something. You're waiting to hear about maybe the outcome of something of sorts. And it's going to come to you in like a shining beacon. And I feel like it's almost like a race. You could be racing to get the one up, but you're being told that basically you're going to have that opportunity. It's going to happen very fast. This conflict that's going to happen, it's going to happen regardless. It's going to happen very quickly. It's going to feel like you are caught up in some windstorm of some sorts. Let's cut the deck. Oh, goodness. It might feel like a false start. Inside, you feel like things are maybe a little bit too stagnant right now. You got the Ace of Swords in reverse. It could feel like a false start, or maybe what you receive, it feels like a false victory because it's a victory, but it doesn't close the story yet. So that's sort of the energy around that. I need this. I want this to clarify. I wasn't going to use this deck, but I'm really calling to. I call this my shadow deck. It's Revelations Tarot. Okay. I want to ask for some clarifications. Can I have a clarification for the moon and the star, please? You have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You're definitely picking yourself back up. And you're actually allowing someone to grab your hand. You're allowing someone to help you. Could be some form of collaboration. I feel like that this is the better of the choices, or the better of the outcomes that could happen in regards to the moon. I feel like someone may be giving you a quote-unquote helping hand, but it's like in those old movies, you see someone, like, generally they're normally kids, help someone get up and then they'll just drop them and just let them be. I feel like that's the kind of trickery that's here. It's somebody who wants to maybe throw a false bone for you to try and pick up. It's like a trap. But I feel like you see that coming because you're holding your hand up and up and up, and this, you're waiting for this person to pull you, but I feel like somebody else takes your hand and pulls you up, which will be your other half. But I feel like this person is false, like this moon energy that's here, that's making this conflict happen, is just falsely, like they're doing something to try and make themselves look good, but still to drop you on the ground with being like a, oh, oopsies kind of way. All right, can we have clarification on this deck here? The King of Wands to the Queen of Wands. Oh, wow. You got the Ace of Swords again. False start. Again, yeah. You definitely here with this message incoming, it's definitely a... I need to read this from the book. I don't normally like to say that or do that, but with this one, I feel like this is gonna revolve around a very important decision, and this message that you're getting, it's gonna come out of the blue. Obviously, this comes out of the blue. You're not really looking for your... Well, you might be looking for it. It just might come sooner than you expect. This Ace of Swords. I do have to read the book. I'll read it out loud to you. Normally I just read it to myself, but I feel like whatever is in this Ace of Swords, you need to... I mean, this is your reading. You need to obviously hear it. And you need to hear it straight. Where is Swords in this? I do not use this book. Okay, there we go. Swords. Okay. The swiftness of the sword has left you stuck, and it is stuck in the ground. Yes, that's exactly what I was picturing, like sword in the stone kind of thing. There will be delays holding you back, misunderstandings that add to confusion, and fear that will fuel paranoia and illogical thought, stress and tension. The Ten of Wands. From overstimulation of the mind may also come into play. Maybe you need to take some moments of silence, like just to reflect and to gather your thoughts. It'll probably help you with your burdens and help maybe receive the message that you're going to get a lot better. But there is a stuckness and stagnation. Around you, others may feel the need to mess with your mind for their own gain. Yeah, exactly. This fucking person up here trying to give you a helping hand and then be like, haha, bitch. External forces seem to be holding back progress, and lies and deceit can often dog your path to success. In relationships, you may find yourself or your partner spending too much time thinking and not acting, procrastination, distractions. Yes. Okay. Yes, I like that clarifies that for me, and it even touches on other things. I definitely feel like this message is definitely going to be necessary that you're going to receive. May feel like you're a little bit stuck or things. Like, I feel like what is in the message is going to bring out this Ace of Swords in reverse. Like I was saying about the false victory. That was for here, but it still came out here. I guess I should have just left it. Yeah. The Ace of Swords is definitely an interesting card on its reversal side. does make you feel really stuck, doesn't it? Like just right there. Okay. All right. What is the... Can you talk to me about this conflict? Tell us about this conflict, please. The Hanged Man in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. Wow. You can almost feel like this conflict changes you a little bit. Or it's like you put on your battle armor of some sort. You're wearing something specific for this particular fight. I feel like you, as the Queen of Cups in reverse, is very directed towards whoever this King of Wands is in reverse. And you have a very solid perspective about what you need and what you desire. It's just a matter of you need to fight for it because this person is not making it easy at all for you. They're constantly putting on a mask. They're playing... there's falsehoods around them. They seem to consistently try to make you look like the horrible human being, I feel. They're very callous, very immature. They kind of give off spoiled child energy. Whereas you in your Queen of Cups, you're ready to fight and you're ready to basically bring out your claws in a way, but just be careful because of this Hangman in reverse energy. It's almost like they want you to say something that is bad, or they want you to trip up and get overconsumed in your emotions. Because with this Queen of Cups, you can feel like the emotions overflowing, and it's almost transformed you into someone unrecognizable from this original Queen of Wands that you'd be, or King of Wands. I feel like you'd be more a Queen of Wands, but with the Queen of Cups in reverse, it's almost like they're bringing out the immaturity in you a little bit, and you need to kind of hold that back because you're allowed to fight, and you're being called to fight and to do this. Bring out those claws, bring out those daggers, but keep it kind of close and contained because they're trying to put a mask on you, and you don't want the mask to fit on you, right? Because it's a false narrative. They're basically doing the things that push your buttons, basically, but they're doing it, I feel like, in front of people, or in a situation where you're being observed in a way. I feel like there's definitely a lot of, like, things might be coming a little bit more clear now. You're seeing them a little bit more differently. But you also just need to work on changing your perspective for the better. I feel like. Open your mind up to different possibilities, not just the ones that you've created in your head. Yeah, not just the ones that you've created in your head. I feel like maybe dreams can be significant for you in a way. Because dreaming can be a change in perspective sometimes. Because things can happen that you don't expect. Maybe you just need to keep your mind open a little bit. And, remain guarded because they keep falling, or they keep throwing falsities at you. Interesting that they keep falling. Maybe this person keeps messing up and they're getting desperate. Can I have clarification on this, please? About this energy around the Hanged Man in reverse? Oh. That's a lot, but let's... Oh, wow. There was a lot to unpack in that Hanged Man. It wasn't there. A lot of wands still. There's so many wands coming out. You got the Knight of Wands again and the Seven of Wands. You got the Ten of Wands in reverse this time. Okay. You are well guarded. Oh, yeah. I feel like everything still happens quite fast. And you're in your emotional state with your Queen of Wands in reverse. Like, you're getting that overwhelmed emotional stuff because all this information, all this stuff happens so fast where it's probably been very stagnant for a while. But this is a very... This is something that you're going to have to go through regardless with the World card here. This is something that is very... that's karmic for you. This could be something that's also a long time coming, but this is going to build your world up, basically. This is going to rearrange your life. I feel like though you're amongst the conflict, you're able... 7-7 could be significant to you, especially during this conflict. Synchronicities with 7 might be important. But you do stand your ground, you do stand guard, and I feel like you take some quietness with you, which is going to be very beneficial to you for handling this conflict. I just want to warn you against maybe taking deals too suddenly, too quickly. Because if you take think about things, don't be rash about it. You're being called to maybe slow down, and even though everything's going fast, don't get caught up in the rush of it being so fast, you know? Because I feel like with this Ten of Wands here, the conflict could maybe overwhelm you, or the burden of all this could overwhelm you, and you don't want the waters to rush over you, right? You want to be able to keep your head above water, and I feel like you need to take some, like, though this is very fast, sometimes messages, they don't have to be answered, or emails, they don't have to be replied to until the next day. So if you receive like this message or something in the evening, maybe take the evening to think about it and to leave it on read. Just think about it first. Take some time to think, because you're going to be pushed to make a rush decision, but I feel like you need to take the time to think about it, and obviously give an answer as soon as you possibly can, but make sure that you choose the one that aligns with you the most, that you won't regret. Definitely with this Ten of Wands in reverse, you're overcoming this burden, but by overcoming it, you have the it can all just flood back at you if you try to push it away too fast. Like, it might topple over, things might not go. What is about this Ten of Wands? Where is that? Ten of Wands in reverse. I want to know more about that. Can you tell me about this? The Ten of Wands in reverse, what that's all about, please? I heard missing your mark. You don't want to do that. With this, you just... The Hermit. Yeah, you need to take some time for yourself. Step into this Hermit energy, because things are going to be very overwhelming for you. And you're still going to have your team behind you that's helping you with this burden. But I feel like if you take the time to have some time on your own, that you'll be able to overcome this and be able to make the right decision. Because you are being called to make a rush decision, but you're being warned to don't rush this. This is your world. This is your life. This is everything to do with you and your family, your world. So don't make a rush decision. Can we have, I just want to have a clarification. Can I have a clarification, please, on this Seven of Pentacles, because it's come up twice, with the Seven of Pentacles energy here. And that one was going to follow too. There we go. Okay. Okay. You have all the information, or you're going to get all the information when you're in this. All the ships have come in. You have your team behind you. But you're still... There's something that's still plaguing you. It's like it's anxiety. It's something internal. You're being asked to... You're being asked to just let the waters flow, let it take you. It's not as bad as your anxiety makes it out to be. You could be very in your own head about this, especially if it does revolve around family or children or anything like that. You could feel overburdened. You definitely feel overburdened right now. But you almost are in a pre-despair before despair even happens. And I don't see despair happening here. I feel like you might be in your own head a little bit, which is maybe you need to find a balance between being within your hermit energy during all this quickness and being with those that you love. I feel like the worst is already, the worst has already happened to you. The worst has already gone by. I feel like you might be stuck in the past a little bit, worrying too much because you're still so heavy with those feelings from before. But I definitely feel like the worst has already happened. And now all you need to do is just go into your power and kick ass. That's kind of what I'm getting here. You don't need to be in despair anymore. There's no need to be in a pre-despair or a post or past despair. That's already finished. There's so much... There's beauty and stuff that's around you. You just need to be allowed to actually see it. want to read the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, they don't need to spell it out for me, but... Okay, but I do feel like you need to hear it. Contentment, physical health, and success will grace your life. This card favors positive vibes all around you. Dreams will come true, and life will be enjoyed. Yes, exactly. You have everything around you that you need. Everything is going to work out. You don't need to feel so much anxiety about it. Relationships, too, will be fulfilling as emotions will flow easily, including love, trust, and friendship. Satisfaction in one's job and career will be reached, along with a better level of camaraderie with their workmates and management. Not that necessarily work and all that kind of stuff has to do with this. I don't feel like... This doesn't give me a work vibe. But I do feel like you've had so many worries surrounding this. You've had so much anxiety, and I feel like this has gone on for a long time for you. You've had so much anxiety and things like that it's hard for you not to feel that way. It's hard for you to feel the goodness that you're going to be getting from this. But the worst is behind you. You need to allow the positive things that are coming in your future to actually come and be allowed in. Because if you're always so negative, those positive emotions and thoughts and stuff, they're not gonna actually come for you. But I want to hear, what is some advice for this individual? What is this is Secret Garden Tarot, by the way. Okay, that. Any further advice? Oh, you got some flipped. But we're going to unflip them because there's too many. For advice cards, I'm trying to get them to behave a little bit better. Behave, please. Give some nice advice. Oh, there we go. Be present. Yes, stop living in the past. Be present. Use the hours. Don't count them. Be present in the moment. The worst has already happened. It's behind you. You healed. I feel like you've already healed a lot. It's just, you can't unsee what you saw. You can't unfeel what you felt. You can't undo what happened. But the only one who's still feeling this right now is yourself, and it's harming you. You have all the positive things that you need in your life. And forgiveness. A crushed flower will still give off a sweet scent. The big thing about forgiveness, and this is a lesson I haven't quite learned myself, is the only one who's burdened, the only one who's really burdened is the one who hasn't forgiven or hasn't forgotten. Sometimes you just need to be the bigger person, offer forgiveness, but then put up the wall and say that's it. Because forgiving somebody is for the betterment of oneself rather than for the person that they're forgiving. And I feel like that definitely is in here. You might be called to say that you forgive someone. You might be called to do something like that, and do that of your own discernment if that's what you want. You have to properly forgive someone, or even just forgive yourself. You have to really believe it. I feel like I need this. Why do I need this? I pulled these ones out because I felt called to have them here in case, but I didn't actually think I was going to touch them. What message do they need? A change in the wind. Things are changing for sure. It's going to come very suddenly. That's without a doubt. We've already been told that. Oh. Someone may have asked why. Why is this happening? Well, because it's an unfinished symphony. It's unfinished business. This is something that hasn't reached its conclusion yet, and things are needing to pick up and change so the conclusion can happen, so you can close out this chapter in your life. you might not really understand why, or why somebody, like the person who you're dealing with, co-create. Interesting. Why this person is in this sort of thing with you, but, or I feel like you understand why this person is involved. You might not understand why they're doing what they're doing. But if you did literally ask, like, why, like, why is this happening? Unfinished symphony. It's unfinished business that's going on. And it's picking up, like, typically I find when things are left in loose ends, it's going to catch up with you eventually. Could be years down the line or whatever. That's why. That's why this is happening. So I feel like that may have answered a question for somebody. Mystical wisdom. I kind of want to pull one of these. Why do I want to pull so many cards today? I mean, I'm normally a fiend when I pull cards, and I normally do have a habit of pulling a lot of cards, whether it be for my own sanity or others. But either way. Alright, why or what is being called here? What message do they need to hear? That's too many. I'll take that one though. Is there any other message? Some slots did pop out. Is there any little message here? No. Oh, yes. Okay. Face your fears. Release the power of fear. You're definitely going to have to face your fears here. This is going to be a scary situation for you, probably. Like I said, it's making you probably relive maybe a lot of your past, bringing up a lot of your fears. Even though you have everything around you, have all the tools, it's still going to be hard to face your fears. It's not going to be easy. So it's not an easy journey. Illusion. Embrace the truth. Deny the illusion. So you're being asked to really step into your truth here. Face your fears. Make sure you stay true to yourself. Lies and deception don't get anybody anywhere. Hence probably why this POS, whoever this is that's doing this to you or bringing this all up, trying to deceive you in a way, is that's why they're popping up. They're trying to create an illusion. Alright. What advice? Okay. I didn't even need to finish. Listen with your heart. That was the first one that came out. Listen to your heart. Listen to your soul. Trust in the messages that you receive from your heart, from like in here. Could be a type of chakra thing that you need to heal. Could be a healing of the heart, but listen to your intuition. Intuition is probably going to be a big thing here. Listen to that. Don't deviate from it. And take action. So you're being called to action here. That's why everything's happening so fast. You're being pushed into this conflict. You're being called to take action on it. Don't just ignore it. Exceed expectations and simplifying your life. I feel like whatever it is, whatever situation this is that is being thrust upon you, just push. You're probably going to have to push yourself. You're going to be put through the ringer for this one because everything's going to be happening so fast. There's probably going to be some major decisions that you're going to have to make very quickly, and you want to make the right ones. You're going to have like anxiety. You're not alone in this. And maybe do something to make things a little bit easier on yourself, or to have some form of outlet. Like I feel like a creative outlet would be beneficial. If not creative, perhaps cleaning, decluttering, simplifying things in your day-to-day life to make things a little bit easier, so then you can put more of your focus into this, and so you're not drowning in unpositivity all the time, or So you're not feeling that anguish, that pre-anguish before anything even happens. I don't think anything bad here is going to happen. I feel like things are going to run its course. I feel like they're definitely going to be pushing for deception, but like that bubble, it's all the deception stuff is bouncing off of you. You see through their BS. All right. What is... Can you tell me how things work out in the end with them? How everything ends up kind of stabilizing, and what is the sort of ending thing going on here? Huh. You are no longer Queen of Cups in reverse. You stabilize. You become the Queen of Cups. You're still going to be on guard. You're still going to be waiting for some form of conflict to come back. You're not going to fully take down your walls right away. I feel like this is going to put some walls up for you. And that's going to be a little bit hard for you to sort of step into regalness, step into believing in yourself a little bit more. But I do feel like you've won something. Yeah, victory. You have victory. You did. You've won something, but that doesn't mean your walls come down. You're still probably recovering from all that anxiety and stuff. You're just waiting for... You think that this victory is... Yeah. Oh, shit. You're just waiting for this person to disrupt your victory. You have your walls up, but you're waiting for this person to come crashing down, maybe even to harm you. You could have some anxiety about this, like a very specific individual. They're very aggressive. They could be crass. Someone who looks down on somebody else, maybe... Oh, God. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that. You could be a victim of sorts. Or were. A long time ago, this could have to do with that. But you've won something against them, and I feel like they're going to be real pissed. Or what you're perceiving is that they're real pissed. But give me the energy on this King of Swords in reverse energy, please. The Fool. They kind of take a tumble because of their over anger and because they're so pissed off about this. They end up basically showing the world what a dummy they are, and they tumble down and act like a bit of a bitch, if I'm honest. They're kind of a crybaby, I think, about this whole situation. Still pointing fingers, but I don't feel like those fingers are really... They're directed at you, but you don't feel them anymore. I feel like you have strong enough walls up, whatever they keep, like... The universe is on your side. I feel like you have a whole team behind you that's on your side here, that's helping you with these walls and everything else. And I feel like whoever dipshit is up there didn't see that coming, but is definitely showing their true colors, and I feel like everybody around them is seeing their true colors, and it's not very good for them. But yeah, I feel like that is really complete. That's very complete. Maybe this card. No, interesting. You have your walls up, but you don't have to have the walls up. Everything's okay. I think it's just, you're so used to having your walls up and all that it's just, you don't need to have those walls up after all of this is done. It's just you're so used to it. It might be a comfort thing. It might be something you just need to learn. That could be something for like another part of your life. But whatever this whole situation is, it's closing out. It feels very positive. The closeout, you get your victory. You're still like, no, stay out. You're still very like out of my bubble kind of thing, but you have this victory. You're able to sink back into being the Queen of Cups. Go into your queen energy. Allow yourself a little regality. And yeah, I feel like you can breathe again. You can finally breathe and just, maybe you take some time, sit by a beach, hear some seagulls or something like that. Just take time and yeah. Whew. But I hope that helped. That's pretty much all you need to know. I don't feel called to anything else here. I feel like that this is concluded. But anyway, thank you so much for this. It was very, very lovely to be able to see into your life, and I hope that it helped you, and I hope that this guides you in a positive way. Now I can say it. As above, so below, as within, so without. I feel like that there's going to be a lot of that kind of as within, so without. It's going to be like a quick, like, out of my system kind of thing. But yeah, I am proud of you. I just want to say this. This was really hard for you to go through. This is really difficult, and I could feel some of those emotions. This was probably one of the hardest things that you've ever done in your life, or that you're going to do in your life. This is one of the hardest things you will ever do in your life. I will say that again and again and again. And I am proud of you for dealing with this BS, for dealing with them, and I'm very happy with you. And you are so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. We are all our own worst critics. But you did so good. You did so good. Yes, you really did. But thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that this helped, and I'm so proud of you. Your team is so proud of you. Your guides are proud of you. Everybody, by the end of this, everyone's going to be so proud of you. And yeah. Thank you. And you got this. You got this in the bag. Don't even worry. I know you're going to worry, but you got this. Okay? Okay. Hi, this is the cleanup after the reading. As I just kind of decompress the energies and stuff. When it leaves me sometimes, it leaves me with really bad goosebumps. I get goosebumps everywhere. It doesn't matter how hot I am. Like, my palms are sweating right now. But when, like, energy leaves, it's just sometimes like a and it gives me goosebumps, man. Yeah, thank you for sticking around this long. I know people probably always click off when I start to do this, but I feel like the cleanup portion is important, and I feel like it's important for me specifically. Maybe it's important for you too. I don't know how you read energies or anything like that, but this really helps me decompress and allow me to be able to feel for myself again. And being able to get to feel for myself again is just so nice. If any cards come out or flip out, they're generally always for me. If they are for you, I will share. Because, I mean, there might be people watching the end of this and all that sort of thing. I honestly, I don't know. I don't look at statistics really too much because I'm not really here for statistics. I'm just trying to make sure, or help, like, make sure people have the messages that they need. I feel very guided to do this, so I want to make sure that I do it right, you know? There, let's go back in here. But I do feel like everything will be okay. And the goosebumps are finally going, oh, no, they're still kind of there. I thought the goosebumps were gone, but they're still there. They are sticking around, like, big time today. I I'm not even cold right now. They're just sticking around for fun. This was an intense message. This was probably one of the more intense ones that I've done. This one's probably for me. Ah, it is for me. Ah, I hear you. Oh my goodness. But I'm trying not to let energies touch me too much. I mean, I kind of have to let them touch me through what I do. But, like, not to stick with me. Because I also understand that these energies are not always, like, they're not mine. So I can't live through a life that's not mine, right? I can't live with energies that are not mine. I only have room to keep track of my own life. I just want to help others with theirs. And, oh, mine. Ooh, okay, this is actually really nice advice for me. I'm going to share this with you because I feel like that this might be nice advice for you too. Have a cup of tea in the garden and find yourself in a good book. Dream. And actually I've been really wanting to both read a book because I'm reading Eye of the World right now. It's part of the Wheel of Time series. It's the first book. And so I've been reading that, but I've also been called, like, I want to write. And there's a book that I want to write, and it's going to be very healing for me. It's, I feel like it's going to be a very important book for me to write, but I feel like it's not quite my time to write it. I need to get out of my emotions first before I can do that. But maybe you have something that you've been thinking about for a while that you should try doing. Even if it's just to take some of the energies out of you a little bit and to put them into somewhere else or someone else. Because when I write characters, sometimes when I'm feeling very specific energies, it can be very loud and boisterous, and if I know that there's a character that is also feeling those emotions, I will also be loud and boisterous. I won't be loud and boisterous. I'll put my emotions that I'm feeling into that character. Just so I have more of a better baseline. Like if I'm feeling complete sorrow, I'll write and talk about how I'm feeling and all that sort of stuff. Or how the character's feeling. It's weird. I have to be feeling the emotion to properly write it. So sometimes even when I'm feeling like the worst or whatever, I just have to write and put that emotion into the actual book. I feel like it helps me at least. Okay, oh, here we go. I was not expecting to use this, but apparently it is an important deck lately because I've been called to pull it multiple times. Some of them for myself, but specifically like readings as of late. I'm pulling more cards than I feel like I usually would. I feel like that the energies might be just picking up a little bit and might be a little bit chaotic, sporadic. Definitely very sporadic and chaotic season, what I'm getting. Yeah. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Yeah, I'm still reeling from these energies. I still have goosebumps. Whatever you're going through, it is incredibly strong, or what you will be going through. It's so strong. Like it feels purely like this is meant to be. This is meant to happen. This is karmic. This is a tie to your soul. But yeah, thank you so much for staying till the end of this portion. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I keep wanting to say 1,000 blessings. I don't know why, but now I've said it, and poof, hopefully these goosebumps will go away sometime soon. Bye-bye.